If you're still using last click attribution, chances are good you're at least aware, if not fully invested, in moving toward better attribution models to help assess your multi-channel marketing efforts. When you commit to exploring new attribution models, in our experience, there will always be at least one or two big surprises. When you start to shift from single touch point to multi touch point attribution, I can almost guarantee you will find some of your channels are either significantly overvalued or undervalued in terms of their contribution to your success metrics. The more complex your digital marketing program is and the cleaner your data collection, the more dramatic some of these impacts can be. Think about it for a moment. If you have been artificially limiting your conversion credit to a single touch point while your digital marketing program is designed to reach potential customers through the layered impact of organic search, paid search, display campaigns for awareness, video advertising, and highly targeted remarketing campaigns, it's easy to understand why changing your attribution model can so dramatically impact how marketing channels get evaluated. Attribution models are accessible under the Conversions tab in the left-hand navigation. Simply click on Attribution dropdown and then the Model Comparison tool. Last interaction model populates by default, but now you can begin comparing up to 3 attribution models at a time by selecting what you want to add in the top report configuration controls. There are 7 standard attribution models available: last interaction, last non-direct click, last AdWords click, first interaction, linear, time decay, and position based. Briefly, last interaction gives 100% conversion credit to the last touchpoint, regardless of what it is. Similarly, last non-direct click attribution gives credit to the last interaction that was not a direct visit. Note that this is the standard attribution model used in most Google Analytics reporting. First interaction gives 100% credit to the first touchpoint. All of these first 4 models embody the same fundamental weakness. All of them are single touchpoint attribution models. The linear model distributes credit equally amongst every interaction along the conversion path. The time decay model gives conversion credit to all interactions, but it gives the most credit to the recent interactions and cuts attribution credit in half every 7 days back in time from the conversion event, assuming that the interactions directly preceding the conversion event in time were most important. Position-based gives most of the credit to the first and the last interactions, and then divides the remaining credit between the intermediate steps in the conversion path. Each model has built-in default configurations that are a very good starting point, but please note that each model can be copied and customized to better represent your modeling needs. For a brief example of how the comparison tool works, here I have selected the position-based model using e-commerce transactions as my conversion type, including all interactions and having a 30-day look-back window. Compared to last click attribution, here's the big surprise I mentioned earlier. For the time period, the display channel receives credit for $50,000 more e-commerce revenue, and over 3,000% increase by shifting from a model that gives all credit to the last interaction to one that gives most credit split between first and last and a smaller proportion to the intermediate touchpoints. For now, that's enough about the general attribution model comparison tool. Today, we want to focus on and demo Google Analytics 360 Data-Driven Attribution, which uses your unique conversion path data in GA and applies Google's data modeling algorithm to assess how each channel contributes to conversions based on where it falls in the conversion path. First, some practical requirements. In order to use the data-driven attribution functionality, you must have a minimum of 400 conversions per conversion type with a path length of 2 or more interactions, and have 10,000 paths in the selected reporting view. Today, I will show you how to access data-driven attribution, how to configure the reporting to be most useful, how to download the model for use outside of GA360, and how to use data-driven attribution modeling within your model comparison tool reports. To access data-driven attribution in GA360, navigate to the Conversions tab in the left-hand navigation. From there, click on the Model Explorer link, which will bring you directly into the data-driven model. In this report, you can see each of your default channel groupings analyzed from the beginning to the end of the conversion path, with a calculated channel weight given for points along the conversion path. This model is refreshed weekly for the prior 28-day period. I recommend selecting a single conversion type from the drop-down selector to ensure you are looking at a specific conversion type and also not double counting conversions that may be tracked as a goal conversion, an e-commerce transaction, and possibly even as a floodlight conversion simultaneously. The Model Explorer report is a distilled and summarized presentation of the attribution weights given to each channel based on where it falls along the conversion path. The model weights are refreshed weekly and include a rolling time window currently set as the past 28 days. You can also export the model, which will include a detailed weighting of each unique conversion path. The data-driven model is based on your unique conversion path data, and it can be very useful to pull this data out of GA360 and into a spreadsheet via the download the full model link here. The downloaded model is in spreadsheet format, which gives you a detailed picture of your unique conversion paths for a specific reporting time period. Note that the path length currently includes up to 4 touch points within the 90 days prior to each conversion, which allows for considerable detail. And you can see that Google's data modeling applies an algorithm-derived attribution percentage to each combination of channel and position within each unique conversion path. Now that you have a better understanding of how the data-driven attribution model is derived and how you can export it, let's return to the attribution model comparison tool again. In addition to the 7 default attribution models and any customized models you create, the data-driven model is also available in your attribution reporting. When we compared last interaction to position-based attribution earlier, we saw a $50,000 jump in attributed e-commerce revenue for the display channel. Using the attribution model derived from the unique conversion path data, now I am adding the data-driven model to the comparison, which is based on the conversion paths that contributed to real conversions on this website. Accordingly, display contributed about $63,000 in revenue. When last click attribution evaluates the display channel as contributing a paltry $1,585 in revenue, it is clear how the attribution models you use to credit conversion activities appropriately will change budgeting and media mix decisions if taken seriously. That's all for now. Make some data-informed decisions, keep testing, and validate these models through the impact on your overall marketing and revenue performance.